Hello, and welcome back to the Snooze Files. Tonight we're going to softly tiptoe through the temples of ancient Egypt in search of someone small, mysterious, and purring. Yes, cats. From statues to tombs, the ancient Egyptians didn't just like cats, they worshipped them. But why? Let's settle in and slowly unravel this feline fascination, one paw step at a time. Cats first appear in Egyptian art and records over 4,000 years ago. They were likely domesticated from African wildcats, drawn to villages by grain stores that attracted mice. At first, they were working animals, quiet hunters who protected food supplies. But soon they became more than that. Egyptians began to admire their grace, independence, and mysterious nature. They associated cats with powerful ideas: protection, fertility, even divinity. One of the most important cat goddesses was Bastet. Bastet began as a lioness warrior goddess, fierce and fiery. But over time, she softened into the protector of homes, women, and domestic cats. She was often depicted as a woman with the head of a cat, graceful, watchful, sometimes holding a musical instrument called a sistrum. To honor Bastet, Egyptians held festivals. They mummified cats, placed them in tombs, and even had jewelry shaped like tiny felines. In fact, killing a cat, even by accident, was a serious crime in ancient Egypt. Some records suggest it could be punishable by death. Cats were often buried with their owners. Some were mummified with great care, wrapped in linen with painted faces. In one tomb, archaeologists found over 180,000 cat mummies. But it wasn't just about religion. Cats had a place in everyday Egyptian life. They curled up in homes, played with children, and were sometimes even pictured sitting under chairs on painted walls, just like modern pets. They were so admired that they became symbols of status and refinement. To own a cat was to live in harmony, cleanliness, and quiet power. And so, dear listener, the ancient Egyptians didn't worship all cats, but they certainly saw something sacred in their presence, a graceful mix of mystery, elegance, and something just a little unknowable. If your mind is starting to wander, or your eyelids are growing heavy, feel free to drift off now. For more mundane mysteries and sleepy histories, subscribe to The Snooze Files and send me your suggestions for future episodes. Until then, sleep tight.